So I got this 30-pound backpack. So I wanted to get it up closer to where I was much closer to an actual 300-pound squat, because there was just something missing there. So I got a 20-pound bag of rice and with 8 pounds of tools. I weighed it. It's 28 pounds. So we're going to be doing squats with a good portion of resistance with all these bands. And these are all push-up band resistance, or pull-ups rather. These are pull-up assists. So I would venture to say that they're even at the highest stretch. That's what ChatGPT was saying, that they might be even much greater than a typical band. So we're going to do squats with those. I'm not in any hurry. I'm not a burpee bullshitter. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Don't really like anybody and don't really perform for anybody. And I could honestly give a fuck what anybody thinks. So if you got problems with that, you can head the other way. It's worked for me. I don't trust anyone either. So this is like the original emo workout. I started working out when I was super young. And I would get really committed to it, and then I'd prioritize other things, other people. Phase it out. I never had a problem phasing shit out. And I never had a problem getting back into it either. This fucker's 30 pounds right here. Let's see how that goes. So I'm not your typical, you may see gray hairs and think you see baby boomer, or you may think that I'm a typical Gen X, and I'm neither. I am considered a Gen Xer, but I don't have anything in common with anyone. Oh yeah, that puts it on my back better. Yeah, with the backpack. Let's try that out first, because that's 140. So this is like starting out with I feel like I have 185 pounds on my back right now. Like I literally feel that. So I'm going to drop back. I just can't get the right position here. There's one. Oh yeah, that feels heavy. That might be just enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was a great first set. That was a surprise. Got the knees hurting. Yeah. I've assessed that at 160 pounds before. Those were 200-pound squats. No way in hell were those only 185. And it was constant. Knees are hurting going full squat. I like those. Sipping on sweet tea. Sweet tea. I'm gonna pour that out. Oh yeah. So I'm in absolutely zero hurry. I blew it last night, but I don't blow it. I ate 4 Oreo ice cream cones. And what else did I have? 2 Lenny cookies, those big cookies. And like 2 big bowls of Frosted Flakes. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel shame. I walked 3 or 4 hours this morning, and I convert that over to energy. I want to store the extra energy in the form of muscle. I want it to equate to more muscle mass. Greater muscle mass, that's what I'm after. Functional muscle. All right. Let's do it. No reason to stave this off any longer. So this 28 pounds feels like a hell of a lot more, but I think it's just like the discomfort of it, you know. And it's not like the best backpack to use here. But this is at home, so I can ease that on my chest. It's really cutting into me. All right, let's see what we got here. So we were pretty far forward. Gonna add fucking drives me crazy. A little more tension, a lot more tension. But as I try to put it on and set it up, and everything pitches on the chest. All right, let's see what we got. All the way down. It's just pinching on me. It really hurts. It's really tearing my skin. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, between trying to alleviate the pain, between my head, my neck is pinching. It's cutting into my shoulders. It's like literally just cutting my shoulders. Nothing lost, nothing gained, right? And it's pushing on my neck. It's pushing my vertebrae in. Fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. Doing what I have to do, what I can. In this shit world. Shitty ass equipment. Good tea though. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the method I used last time with that on my back. But I'll tell you, the 30 pounds of actual weight resistance sets the squat up. If you saw, I keep correcting back up to a. So what that's doing is I'm getting the full force of the concentric, but then on the eccentric, I'm able to ease back on my knees and get a good negative on the eccentric. I like those. They feel like shit on every other area, but for the actual quad load, fuck, those things are a master. I love those. Good home training right there. So we're gonna pad, and wow, for 2 sets, fuck, those were hard 110 rep sets. I love that. And I love that 10 reps was 10 to 12 reps with the backpack the other day was hard one on that. Yeah, fuck. A little more sweet tea. Running low on water right there. Well, not low, but I'm going through water like it's going out of style. Going through some terrible changes. Don't think they're good. But I'm trying. I'm putting the effort out, and that's the main thing. All right, let's try this shit. So I'm thinking, put this motherfucker on first. All right. Then put this motherfucker on. Put kind of a pad in there. Yeah, that's a little better. And load this bitch up. Right. That's better so far. Fucking get on there. What do we try? One more? Oh, yeah, I can feel every bit of tension. What does that feel like? It feels like a lot. Let's see if we can even do it. Boom. Eight felt right. 8 felt perfect. So we're gonna go with that. Let's see. Yeah. So when I say that I have a 3-set minimum, it makes a fuck of a lot more sense. Because I was working on all those sets. Ooh. Yeah, what a load. What a load. What a crock of shit, right? Nice. So that extra 30 pounds is like a world of difference. Let's jump in with minimal rest and do a finishing set. No knee pain. That felt great, yeah. Got a great burn out of that. That was a burn. Great 4 sets. Very effective. Very effective. Whew. Man, I'm impressed by that exercise. I gotta say, I'm thankful. Thankful for that exercise. That's a good one. Man, can't bitch about not spending any gym time. Like if I went in and just loaded on $275 to $315, trust me, I've done a good, honest amount of power squats. And to say those were 275 would be a disservice to what I just did. I'd put that at 305. Yeah, I would put that at 305. So it said this could be 130 to 160, but I have it under the full stretch. It said these are 30 to 50. Again, full stretch. So if we were just to do that, that would be 240. Oh, we didn't use that though. This one's more. It even has a break in it, so it's even more. Right? So this one is a good 50 pounds. Yeah, so that's like 290. Say 320 or 190 to 230. 240, 250, 260, a minimum of that. But I'm telling you, those were 275, those were 300-pound squats. They weren't 225, they weren't 275. I know what that feels like and what that looks like. I've done it a zillion times. Damn. That's even more taxing. Okay. Now, what I'm looking for is some swings for the obliques and the core. So we're gonna get 3 sets. We shoot for those 3 sets of, and making those 3 sets count. 3 sets of let's see, 3 sets. Gotta have it low enough to really get a swing. So we're swinging back and forth. So we're gonna do 3 sets of 30. And it's honestly just easier to get down into a position like this instead of flipping around like that bullshit. So the idea is to set them down enough to where you can actually get your goddamn feet in there. And then that you're not hitting the door with every fucking rep. Right, so you have to be moved out enough like this. All right, and then you swing 1. How's that? How is that for a fucking set? Bitches. Amazing. Great set. Feeling great. Whew. That's feeling great. Man, great workout so far. Really, that was intense. Feeling great. Gotta keep it up. Amazing what you can do in such a limited space, you know, with suspension training. There are 5 sets in, 4 great sets on squats. Really made those count. 1 great set on core. Gonna get 2 more identical sets there. I am hitting this fucking thing. That's annoying the shit out of me. I was like, holy shit, this is another one? It broke. Crazy, that just broke off. I think I gave that to him a long time ago. Isn't that crazy? That just broke. I don't know how that happened. It's exposed. Crazy. That's brittle. Okay. It's petroleum. All right, we're looking for bigger, deeper hip, side-to-side oblique swings. Bigger. Yeah, I'm really just doing the push-ups as an added courtesy. I did chest yesterday, so those are just extra. Yeah, I tore that first one up. Ooh, yeah. worthless crap. Worthless. All right. We got one more. And then I wanted to get a few sets on shoulders. Might do a set of leg lifts. Got to get in 4 on any given muscle group to make it count. It's core, so we get a quick recovery. All right. Feeling good. Oh yeah. Yeah, so what you gotta understand is after I do the core swinging, the push-ups, my core is still working. So it's a way of working my core from another angle. That's 3. That's 7 sets. I want to rest up because shoulders really need to count here. They really need to count. Gotta get them in. We can't pussyfoot our way around that. So really, our goal has mostly been met. I feel like I adequately taxed my quads, my lower body. It was very explosive. It took a lot of base takeoff force, velocity from the bottom of the movement. The 30 pounds, 28 pounds on my back really took over the movement. Those nice push-ups that were an added addition really pumped up the chest, the triceps, and reminded chest, tricep, shoulders who's boss, who's the one delegating the shit, and then successfully pulling through it and doing it. That was the main proving point, the tenet, right? Now we haven't done any presses in a while, so we're gonna go in for some shoulder presses. And you gotta understand that just standing on this thing with this thing behind my back, that's 140 to 160. Going over my head, that's a whole another deal. That could be adding 30, 40. Who knows? I think ChatGPT said it could be any amount. It could be 200 pounds over my head. This was the thickest band that they had in the group at the time with the assistive pull-up bands. Typically, I'm getting anywhere between 8 and 12. Oh yeah. So you can see the uneven asymmetrical aspect where I broke this collarbone, but I do a lot of work on stretching it, evening it out. Great set. Challenging. So I may add a red band in with that and dial it back a little. Who knows? Who knows? I'm trying to go heavier on everything, but when you look at that exercise, it may not even be required. Got to bring those shoulders up though. It's a real weak point. It could be and should be a strong point, but it's not. It's a weak point. The physique would be much different if my shoulders weren't always in pain here. So pray for me. Pray for me to be able to get some surgery, man. I've needed it my whole life. I think that's how I broke that in the first place. Let's see if we can do it. Let's try it. See if we can get 6 to 8. Let's say 5 to 8 with that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was... Actually, I was surprised I got 8. Whew. Damn. Who the fuck needs the gym, right? That's my second set, yeah. I technically have just one more set. And then what I try to do is I try to stick with a kind of a personal promise to myself that I'll be getting in 12 total. And sometimes exceeding that. Seems like a pyramid would be in order. Like that 8 and the first 12 and then the 8 were very challenging. So getting like 10 or even 8 with just the green band without much rest here, that would probably be the best thing to do. Let's try it. Let's try a pyramid here. We'll jump right in. Something tells me I'm not going to get that many, but failure is the key. That's the goal, right? That's what we're shooting for. That was it. Yeah, I hit like a form of failure. just being out there like that and how I press out, it was like the shoulders went, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yep. When you hit it, you hit it. I'm gonna walk a little. Got 10 sets in. Just got a full workout in. I felt really good about that workout. You have to start like conditionally assessing personal achievements by recognizing and rewarding recognizing and rewarding oneself without having to use weight. Like the resistance is clear cut and creates a dogma, right? Whereas if I was shoulder pressing 185 pounds and then going all the way up to like 205, or maybe it's 165 and 185 at the top, they're just numbers. But with the resistance, the challenging aspect of the concentric, and then the equal taxing aspect of having to work through the eccentric with a maximal stretch. And that's what's kept that green band over the last 8 years, almost 8 years, intact. Like that's why the blue band that I bought here just disintegrated. All right. Well, I have an idea of what I want to do. I want to do some side laterals with this 28 pound. Let's see if we can just get some front delt raises. Right? Let's add a band in with that. That way we get like close to a 45 pound bar. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it'd be more like 50. I don't know if I'd be able to do it actually. Let's see if I'm able to do it. So we're gonna stand on this. Right? Don't want the rice to be popping out of there and breaking. Right? And then we're gonna take this and see. Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, that's 45 pounds right there. Easily. Maybe more. Yeah. Wow. All right. Whew. Yeah, Jesus, that was tough. Wow. So that's 11. That's 11. Gonna do what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a prep, right? A prep with some side laterals with 28 pounds. This may look kind of ugly. Yeah, I couldn't do those right now just because the position. The position's odd. All right. Let's do it. Yeah, those were fucking challenging. Yeah, those were fucking challenging. Oh, yeah. Yep. So there's 12 sets. I feel like I got more in me. I feel like I could go further. Faggot. All right. Man. I wanted to try something that I haven't tried in a while. Yeah, those are odd. Those are odd. That's why I hooked those up to the broomstick when I was grilling them. All right, we got to revisit one more core exercise, and we didn't do it justice last workout, so. Yeah, that was a good finishing exercise, man. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to that. It just broke. That was from 8 years ago. That's why those bands have to be used. The bands have to be cured. They have to be put through use. Ooh. I got 8 on the last one. I got 8. I'm not sure. I'd say 5 or 6 would probably be a good goal. 5 to 8, right in there, right? Yeah, got easier. Well, I guess that's 14. 14 sets. Make it a 15. Yeah, that's plenty. Conking out on glycogen. That's what it was. Whew. Man. Should I do a pose? Should I do a pose? Just to see where we're at. Huh? Oh, that was a good one. That was a righteous right one. Damn shizzly dizzle. Okay. All right. Let's see, this is where we're at on the 13th of August. Right? That's where we're at. That is where we are at.